Well, hi everybody, and welcome to this really amazing event that's going on right now in the States. We're in the process where I'm at in Illinois. Where I'm at, we've got a horrible cloud cover, so there really isn't any hope of viewing anything anyway. But what we do have is the energy, and it will appear to go very dark pretty quickly here now. I think we're somewhere about 12 or 13 minutes away from totality. So let's put a little bit of a clearing over the table. And we're going to take a look at the outgoing and the ingoing energy that comes with the eclipse. Usually with eclipses, things are phasing out, things are being phased in. So is always an element of some loss in certain places, and with certain people. And then there are gains. There are new things that make themselves known, that come through in our individual lives, sometimes very collectively too. Now, we've got several decks out here, some clarifying decks, some decks for accent, and a little bit of guidance. Now, I think what I want to do is just start peeling them off the top as they make themselves known. And I'm not really going to know whether or not these are things that are phasing out or coming in. I guess that message will come as we go through this. This is the card that wants to talk first. And we have the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords, and I know there's a glare on my camera, I can't help it. It's the light behind me. The Seven of Swords, he can be, he's a negative influence. So I want to really place him as energy that we're phasing out. This is deceptive practices. It's dirty politicians. I have to go on a very broad scale with this. So we're going to put him on the level of used car salesman, the scam artist that tries to sell you a fortune in life insurance policies that you just simply don't need or are no good. It's the dirty politician. It's the dirty cop with blood on his hands. I want to say that this is the kind of energy that we're going to be phasing out, that we're going to be getting away from, because he represents just about, on a very basic level, he represents just about everything negative in humanity. Deceit, anger, cheating, hate, racism, it's the white supremacists and the neo-Nazi energy. It's the negative force that needs to be silenced before it does harm, before it does real harm. So our first energy really wants to talk about doing away with the negatives in the world. And I'm telling you, the cards are miraculous sometimes. So what flew out of the deck, number one, is our old lady, our La Vecchia Signora. She is all about that event, that thing that has been waiting, sospiri, to happen for a long period of time. And it's connected to La Nemica. She's the enemy. She is the she is the negative. She is the unknown, the deceiver, the fraud, the person or energy or event with blood on its hands. It's the negative force that we want to bring in the energy of this eclipse. What is it going to take away? What is it going to distract from our lives and bring us closer to peace? I think that is outgoing energy. Now let's see what we've got with incoming energy. The Ace of Wands. And isn't that absolutely perfect? Right? So the Ace of Wands. The new beginning. The beginning that comes through our drive, our ambition, the things that we bring in through our own sheer will. So I can say that this is the action being taken on a world stage that says we're ready to try something new. What is old just isn't working. The dirt, the scum, the bad politics, the anger, the isms of all kind, except for the bad kind, fascism, neo-Nazism, white supremacisms. These are all negatives that need to be forced out. And how we do it, how we phase that energy in, is through our sheer will, through the knowledge that this is what we need to happen in order to create more peace in our lives. So let's see what needs to go with our Eight of Swords. Incoming new energy. Positive strikes forward. Making the right moves. Making the right progress. Because the Ace of Wands is all about taking action. Alegría. Happiness. Happiness. Reasons to celebrate. Lamante. And some of those new beginnings are going to bring more love, compassion, a happier heart. But I think what this falsita energy is, this, and I'm sorry about the glare on the cards. Again, it's because of the light behind me. I wanted the natural light from outside to be coming through the windows. Falsita. It's the lie. It's the deceit. So there are going to be lingering residue of that kind of energy no matter what we do, no matter what we try, no matter how much love we put forward. There's always going to be that falsita, that lie, that deceit. So even though we're phasing it out, there are always going to be movement around a lie. There's always going to be the deceit. Even though action is telling us that the positive is coming, there are still going to be pockets of lies and pockets of the anger, those little anger groups. Even though we try to eliminate the major force of our anxiety, as in the Seven of Swords, we're still going to be dealing with little pockets of anger that may end up taking us by surprise. I don't expect all of this to happen right away, but we're hopeful that it holds on and goes. And now, let's see what our next energy is. The Knight of Pentacles. I like him. He's ambition, but he's ambition to have more. He's the I need more for my family guy. I need a better home. I need to phase myself into a better way of earning a living. He's very much about the action of bringing in the financial security, but he's slow. He's slow at production. He's slow at delivery, but when he does deliver, it screams of abundance. And so for some of you, the action is going to be around you, your home, your security, phasing old things out and bringing new things in that are actually more productive, more useful. Now, to clarify the Knight of Pentacles, let's see if we can't get a better idea of why his energy wants to talk right now. Viaggio. Now, some of you are phasing in the L'amante, a period of movement, journeys, ammalato. Okay, so I'm going to say that some of you are frankly growing tired of your current atmosphere. The youth and the vitality of the Knight of Pentacles says, I am ready to take on something new. The movement I want to make is positive and slow moving, but I desire to move away because the situation that I'm in at this time is trying or difficult or disappointing. It's depressing. It's exhausting. Maybe you have family issues that are draining you of your vitality. This energy is saying, yes, phase me out of that old, tired energy. I'm ready to move forward into something new. It's something that comes from the deepest desire, though. So if you're experiencing the desire to start something new, it may talk about travel. It may talk about traveling to another place in order to have this dream, this desire, this fantasy, because you've frankly grown exhausted or tired of the situation that is currently phasing through for you. Now let's take a look at another energy. We are just about 2 minutes away from totality. You would not know it here. We're still getting a great deal of light, and we're only going to be 90% total here. So over the next 2-3 minutes or so from right now, we are going to be going candlelight, my friends. Oh boy. So the next card that wants to talk, the next energy that's coming through is the Ten of Swords. What does the Ten of Swords say? Well, that's the ending. That's the feeling that you've been betrayed, stabbed in the back, left as meaningless. Maybe you feel like you have been rendered almost meaningless in your life. The 10 is the end of the road. The hurt, the abuse, the pain. That's phasing itself out. That's really working itself to the very end. It's not feeling the pain anymore after the pain is delivered. So those of you who right now are wanting to phase out deep pain, deep agony. This can be physical pain too. It doesn't have to be just emotional pain. This can be the kind of physical pain that brings you to distraction, that brings you to the point where you can't function. So those of you going through maybe pain of any kind right now, we just want to take a look at what the most prominent energy is right now for those of you who are reaching the end. Wow, Carbondale, Illinois just went completely eclipse, totality, Southern Illinois. So we're not that far beyond this. I don't think it's going to get completely pitch black, pitch black, but I think it's going to get pretty damn dark. Okay, so let's see. I need a clarity. What is the major message wanting to be known with the Ten of Swords? Gran Signore. Messaggere. La Riunione. Okay. Well, this is what I think. Honestly, I think for some of you, the Ten of Swords is the end of loneliness, the end of fear. Because for some of you, a very important relationship from your past is wanting to come through. There may be communications coming through for a former lover with a former boss who's seeking your employment. The dissatisfaction, the uncomfortable nature of what may have been your life, the loneliness, the fear, the betrayal, the feeling that things may never get better. Honestly, there's a turnaround here. There's an absolute turnaround here because someone of importance is really going to come forward with an offer. It could be, especially with the reunion here, it could really be a love relationship from the past. It can be a family member that maybe you had a fallout with maybe somewhere 10 years ago. Somewhere in that neighborhood, from 10 months to 10 years. 10 may be very important to some of you, but that ending here is coming through with a message of a reunion, as if someone's child, because I see someone in uniform, almost as if someone's been away from home for a very long time, and they're looking for the opportunity to come forward and end this agonizing separation. This kind of feeling only comes when another person has walked away, and that person, for whoever this is speaking to, however many that is really saying that there's a reunion in the offing that is wanting you to embrace it, to acknowledge that it's there. This is, I think, a new beginning of something that's already ended for some of you. Now, let's get one more. We're calling out the energy that the eclipse is bringing. Endings, beginnings. Now, I've got the Four of Cups. Offers, opportunities, opportunities gained, opportunities lost. Offers of love. It can even talk about offers that bring satisfaction to the soul. Community work. But the offer of love is really strong here. The opportunity to make things right better, stronger. But the man in this depiction, he doesn't realize even that there's a hand there offering him something. Whatever it is, it satisfies his soul. But he doesn't look at it. He doesn't appear to even want to look at it. So what do we think? Wow, in Kentucky they've got a double ring around their moon. So, all right. The Four of Cups. What are you maybe refusing to see? Is there an offer that maybe needs to be made by you? Is there anything that you need to open up about with those around you? This offer feels like it's full of love, but there's a ignoring it. So what are you not seeing, my friends? Is there someone out there that is just not recognizing what is in front of them? Mercante, amore, and the presente di Pietri Preziosi. Now, this card is a presentation of a gift, and the gift is love. But here we have this card of the Mercante. His most important element is the fact that he waits, and he waits, and he waits. He waits for production. He waits for security. And I have to wonder if his presence here is really saying that you've got a love, you've been given this gift, or this offer is out there being made in your name to your soul, and it feels like you're looking the other way, looking more towards money, more towards profit, more towards the monetary sides of life, and not really recognizing someone that true love is being offered to you. It feels very much like you're ignoring a very bold statement of love that's being prominently made your way. But are you seeing it? This next period of time coming up for some of you definitely feels like we're not getting any darkness here yet. It's very curious to me. Now, I think that someone has a offer, but is not really seeing what it is that's being offered to them. I think for someone it's more of a concentration on the security, on the wealth, on the promise of a profitable future, when someone is being offered a precious gift of love that they're just not seeing. Now, let's see if we can get one more. All right. This one. The Nine of Wands. So this is what we're protecting. Are we protecting ourselves? Are we protecting what we have? Are we protecting our families, our friends, the things and the people that we love? This is about the struggle. This here man, look at him. He's beaten and war-torn. He's kind of seen the worst of it. And so for some of you, you're seeing the end of a battle. and you're looking forward. Some of you may be in defense mode over something that is going to energize your life, for good or for bad. Because the struggle can always be something that leads to a negative, but we want to try to keep this a positive energy. But I think that someone may be in defensive mode, passing out of a time of struggle, but it feels like you're getting over that. You're more equipped now to deal with the hardships and the difficulties. I think you're really, some of you are very much protecting yourself, protecting what you've grown, what you've built, your family, the things that you're passionate about. The wands are always about what you're passionate about. Passionate. What is that? Passionate. So, okay. Your life seems to feel like, if this is talking to you in particular, the Nine of Wands says that maybe what you're going through is coming out of the battle, recognizing all of the things that you did wrong, what you did right, maybe in a period of protecting what you built. The stanza, and for some of you that's the home. We also have La Fedelta, or someone who is of a faith, or is a faithful energy. We had no darkness from the eclipse here. Lameno. Interesting that that didn't happen, because they were completely swearing 90% totality, and I don't think we even came close to it. Probably because of the thick cloud cover too, made it difficult. On to us. So, stanza, La Fedelta, and the contract, the Lameno, the marriage. And so I think that you may be questioning at this time the dependability of your partner. It may be a situation that you're realizing needs to be examined, because it's just possible that there is some kind of detachment there in a situation where there once was trust. The upset in this marital contractual situation, I think it's either too broken down to fix, and you've decided to be your own best friend and finalize the motion to end this, or it could actually go the other way. And it could totally heal because of this undying faith that you have in this partner. A partner that maybe you thought it was over with. But the possibility here is that you can always clean up that mess that was made in the Nine of Wands. What was the struggle here? Can it be resurrected? Can it be brought back alive again? Some of you are going to be looking at that situation. Just like this one, just like this one. But the renewal of that faith, that this situation can work again. And so some of you are going to be bringing back old relationships again. I get the renewal here for some of you. No, I'm not going to do that. All right, here we go. Let's get one more. One more energy here. The Ten of Cups. How nice. So for some of you, the situation either phasing out or coming in, and I want to say I feel strong energy that for some of you, this focused energy around the family is going to be incredibly important. I had to take a drink. Okay. So, Ten of Cups. That's the family, the unit. And for some of you, this new eclipse is phasing in important family business. It's emotional family business, though. Talks about the home, the unit, but it talks about the people in it. And for some of you, something is phasing out. Maybe a child is getting married, or possibly someone is leaving the nest. Maybe a partner is deciding to travel outward on their own. Il ladro. Il vedovo. I didn't want it to come out this way. Domestico. Well, for some of you, there may be a passing amongst friends, someone who has been of aid and compassion and devotion, someone in the family. It feels very much for whoever this is. It comes on suddenly. It happens almost in the middle of the night. There's immediate regret, some sense or feeling that someone is going to bear some guilt. You're being told to ask for spiritual help, spiritual guidance, as this situation may be coming through for you. Just realize that the family unit will remain strong as one person phases themselves out or leaves the nest or departs from this earth. The family unit will remain strong. The family unit is actually going to be your greatest source of help as you move through this trying time. Whoever it may be who may be looking at the sudden loss of a friend, a family member, a work associate, something. It's someone that really is very much more like a part of your family, a member of your family, a part of your life. Now, let's get one more. I think I've got one more. All right, one more. The Five of Wands. So, some of you, this wants to really kind of, I think we want to talk about your social life, fun, games, your more playful energy. Is this telling you it's time to get out and have more fun? Are we going through such a dark period we have to remind ourselves to get out and enjoy life while we can? Is that the real message coming through here with the Ten of Cups? Does someone, does someone have to lose their life before we remind ourselves that it's supposed to be about enjoyment? So now I have to take pity on this poor person. But this real message here to me, with the Five of Wands, it's about enjoying life while you can. While there's still a sun in the sky, while there is still an eclipse to witness, take the time to enjoy your life. You never know how fleeting it is until something is taken away. Aha, Lala Teresa, thank you, Michael. Thank you, my spirit guide. I needed that. Disgracia. Giovanni Fanciulla. Very simple. Very simple. What we have here is when you learn to enjoy the better things in life, the friendships, the family get-togethers, the barbecues. Disgracia. Yeah, the barbecues. Listen, guys, it's about having the freedom of choice, putting an end to the anger and the hate, violence. We don't even talk to one another anymore unless we've got 140 characters or less. We don't even want to open up to one another anymore. And Giovanni Fanciulla, Giovanni Fanciulla. My Italian is so bad. My Sicilian mother would be rolling over in her grave if she could hear me. So, which maybe she can. So, there's a new way there that is youthful and energetic. She's the Virgin, see? For some of you who really haven't figured out how to bring the happiness and the joy and the celebration back into your life, you're really being asked to now. You're really being asked to. All right. Oh, that's too many. All right, let's see. Serenity. This is a little bit of, I think it's Ascended Master's guidance. Serenity. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time of honor to nurture and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. How about that? Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. So this again, it's talking about being happy, being joyful with your life. New beginnings. And look at this guy. Isn't that strange? He's looking at the eclipse through a filter. And it says new beginnings. Everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a brand new direction. Well, that's pretty prophetic, I think. So, that's what I've got for you. I appreciate you all being here and examining some energies that may be coming through for you. I'm pleased to do it. Now, If any of you would like to look at some love readings and some energy readings, you can go to my Vimeo channel, take a look at those. Those are all timed out. Some of them are just general, energy good anytime, so take a look around. If you'd like to get a hold of me, you want me to do a reading just for you and your life, let me know. I'll get back to you in very short order and start that invoicing process so you can get a reading of your own pretty quickly. And until the next time, everyone, thank you so much. Take care. Be well. See you all on the other side of that eclipse. Have fun with it. And guys, let's all take a moment for some peace. Okay? Thank you.